Hey guys, my name is Natalia Nax, Natty Patty, whatever you want to call me, and well, I'm spinning. Anyways, in today's video, you might be wondering, oh, Natalia, what's this? Oh, what's that? And my answer to that is I broke my wrist. Yeah, not so good news to be honest. Like, so this is just gonna be a story time of how this even happened. So it all starts on a Friday, last Friday, or not, like, would it be last Friday? I don't know. It was on Friday, right? So I was in school. I was at break, right? And so my friend, she was like pushing me, like not on purpose, obviously, but like just so I could like hold back. Like she was kind of pushing me, and I was trying to go back, so she wouldn't push me anymore. Which was totally an accident. Like, bro, that was an accident of like how I broke my wrist. That's an accident. But anyways, so she basically let go, and I was like still going backwards, and I fell, and I'm like, oh, and so my wrist, let's say this is like the ground, my wrist went like that. So yeah, and then after that, like I was fine. My wrist, like it was the worst pain I've ever felt on my wrist. Like it was actually so insane, so painful, bro. But I didn't say anything about it because I was like, oh, it's probably just like it'll go away. You know, I can just go to the office, get some ice, and I'll be fine, right? So after my outside break, it was like time to eat. So I brought out my lunch bag and I told one of my friends like actually my wrist hurts like a lot, and she's like, oh. I don't know what to do, and she was just like moving it, and I was like, bro, like that actually so painful. And say like my normal wrist, this one, it's just like normally goes like this, right? My other wrist was like that. And so like, but you couldn't see it because I had like a hoodie on and it was like baggy, so like you couldn't see my hands. And I told her, and she's like, it'll probably go away or something, like, or it's like, oh, it's probably like a sprain or something, which is still bad, but not as worse as breaking it. So I was like, okay, I'm just maybe gonna tell the teacher if I feel worse. And so I was eating for 20 minutes. I had my wrist broken and I had no idea, and it was actually hurting so much. And I was like, oh no. And then once my lunch break ended, I went and told the teacher, and I was like, so I fell at break, and I can't move my wrist, and like I was crying so much. And she was like, oh my god, okay, you can go get ice. And you saw my wrist. It was obviously like that, right? But it looked like a million bees stung me in the same place. Like it was so swollen. And so she's like, okay, you can go get ice at the office because they give ice at like the office, because like obviously if you get hurt and you're like, if you get kicked by a soccer ball or something, like put ice on your head, right? So I went there, and so I went to the receptionist, and I was like, so basically like I told her everything, right? And she was like, okay, I'm gonna give you some ice. And then like she turned back, and I was like crying so much because it hurt a lot. And whoa, I also have a cough. Like maybe some old lady gave me like a cough on the hospital, because like there's no masks, which what the heck, like that's so unsanitary. Anyways, so I told her that, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna get ice for you. And I started crying a lot, and she's like, oh my god, like are you okay? And I'm like, bro, like it actually hurts a lot, like it hurts a lot. And so she was like, okay, I'm just gonna call your parents, your mom. And I was like, no, because like my mom in that day, she worked from 9 to 6, and it was like 1:30, I guess, at that time. And I was like, no, because like I don't want to like interrupt anyone. My dad, like he works in a different city, so like and my mom doesn't have a car, only my dad does, and he brought it to work, right? And I was like, no, like please don't call my parents, because I don't want to like bother them, like I bet I'll be fine. And she's like, no, 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 we're gonna call your parents. And I'm like, okay. So I was just like sitting there crying in pain. And actually a lot of things happened. Like there was this kid, and he brought the attendants. And there was another kid, he literally had a migraine, and he was like suffering. and he had a migraine. And you know how it's like trendy with boys recently that they have like hats, like winter hats, right? And the receptionist was like, it's probably because of that hat you have on your head. And she was literally like full on yelling at him. She was so rude. And the kid was like, okay. And he just like walked home, and they didn't even tell his parent, like, bro. A migraine, like a migraine. You can't even like you can't even look outside without your head hurting. So like, don't be rude, bro. But anyways, I was just sitting there, and then there was these kids. So say like they were little kids, and so I was just sitting there crying, and then say they were like coming in the office, and they were looking at me, and they were like, and I gave them like the dirtiest look ever. I was like, yeah, I don't like kids, little kids, because I am a kid, but I don't like little kids. Anyways, bro, I have a mosquito bite like in my jawline, like in my jawline, and it hurts. But anyways, so after like literally like an hour, my mom arrives. No, maybe less than an hour, but it was still like a really long time. So my mom arrived, and she was like, oh, what happened? And then, bro, like I was crying. And so meanwhile I was waiting, like the principal, she went to me, and she's like, oh, you know, maybe it's just like a sprain, and you can go home, go to the clinic, right? And I was like, okay. And then the receptionist was like, I'm no doctor, but I think, like, she was saying some random stuff that wasn't even true. And I was like, okay, like, you're just a receptionist in a public school. I don't care, okay? I'm not gonna listen to you. So I was like, I was like crying so much. And then we went to my mom's clinic, because she works at a clinic. So we went there, and like she just told one of the doctors, like, bro, like my daughter's left wrist hurts a lot. And mind you, I'm right-handed, so like I can still write properly, which like I'm so lucky that it wasn't my right hand. But anyways, and so the guy's like, he was in a bad mood, so he was like, I'll give you this prescription for the pain, and go get the x-rays. If they say it's broken, go to the hospital. That's it. It was like 2 minutes maximum, like 2 minutes maximum. So we like head straight to the x-ray place, and I've never taken an x-ray before, so I was like scared, really scared. So like I was so scared, and I was crying. And something so nice that like a lady did, don't mind this is like a fairy light, because right now I'm recording in my window. But anyways, oh my god, can you get out of the way? My god, like I'm trying to record a video right now. Anyways. Okay, sorry. Whoa. Okay, so yeah, we went to the x-rays place, and I was so scared. And then the guy's like, okay, come in. Like, the guy was super nice, and he was like, okay, come in. And then like he put my mom to wait outside of the room. And so he was just doing the x-rays, right? And then he tells my mom to walk in, and he's like, so her left wrist is broken, like in the happiest tone ever. And my mom was like, and then we ordered another Uber, because we obviously had to go to the hospital. So we ordered an Uber, and so like we went, and my mom was like, oh my god, it's gonna be your first cast, like I'm so excited. And I'm like, how is that exciting? Like, how it, like, if my daughter broke her wrist, I would be so sad. I'd be like, I wouldn't be happy if she got a cast. Like, why are you happy? I guess it's for like a proud moment, because it's like iconic, I guess. I don't know. And so yeah, we went to the hospital. We waited like forever and ever and ever, because we were in an emergency room, and like obviously the emergency room takes so long. So we went to like a food marketplace in the hospital. We ate some chicken nuggets and some fries, so like it was good. But my wrist was still broken, right? And it hurt a lot. So we went to get the prescription for like the medicine that the doctor like wanted to give me. And so yeah, I took one, and it was actually like good. Like, it didn't taste good. Like, it made my wrist hurt a lot less, which is actually insane. So we waited there forever and ever, and we called my grandpa, because he's a doctor, and he was like, "Oh, they're gonna pull apart your bones, and they're gonna put a cast on for like 2 months, and it's gonna be the worst time of your life, and they're not gonna put anesthesia when they separate your bones." And I was like, I was trying not to cry because I was so scared. And so they finally called me into like a nurse room place, and they're like, and they're like, what happened? Told them the whole story, and she's like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does it hurt right now? And I'm like, a 6 or 7. I said that. Hey, but it was actually true. And the nurse just was looking at me like, actually? And I was like, yeah, because it was hurting like a 6 or 7, right? But anyways, so we went outside again and we waited, and then they finally called us and they're like, just follow the yellow line on the floor. So we followed the yellow line. We end up in this like patient waiting room, so like we waited there. They called me after a billion years. They called me, and there was this nurse, and she was like, okay, so what happened? Told her all of that, and then she's like, okay, you're gonna wait again. And I was like, bro. And they finally, and so I went to the waiting room, and there was this old lady like looking at me like this, and then there was another lady, and she was screaming like, help, excuse me, hello, like so loud, and none of the nurses did anything. Like, bro, if a person is screaming help or hello or anybody, like, don't, like, go there, bro. Like, my goodness. And they're like, their nurses were just walking around. They weren't even like running or anything. They looked completely fine. So I'm like, bro. And then the old lady that was staring at me, she was like, shut up. No, she wasn't like shut up. She was like, be quiet. And then the woman's like just keeps screaming, right? So they finally called me after a million thousand bajillion years. And so yeah, we went there, and then there was this doctor, and he was like, okay, so basically, like, he showed me the x-rays and everything, and he said, okay, so this happened with your bone, you're gonna have to go to like an operating room. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah. And so like he was like, okay, we're gonna put you to sleep, it's okay, like, you'll be fine, we do this every day. What do you mean put me to sleep? Like, bro, like, what? And so I was crying, and I was so scared, and after a million years waiting again, we got called to the hospital room, to the surgery place, I guess. And bro, they put so much stuff on me. Like, they put wires on me. They put this heart rate machine. They had scissors. They had like needles, and they put an IV, which was my first time having an IV. So I was like screaming, crying, so like, and they put this random like liquid on me, and I was like, what? And then they finally like 4 other doctors walked in the room, and I was like, bro, like, are you gonna like experiment on me? Like, are you sure? And my parents were just so chill, and I was crying, and I was like, bro. So they put the IV on me. Literally, it was really painful, but I'm really good with needles. So like, it didn't hurt as much, but it was painful. And I was like, ah. And then I look over to my right arm, and I see like stickers. I see like I see wires, I see the IV, I see like everything, and I'm like, what? And my mom was like, oh, it's okay, don't look over there. And I'm like, okay. And so they put like 10 bottles of like these this size of anesthesia on me, and it was like, oh my god, they gave me morphine. What? Bro. So I like, the doctors were just talking to me, and I was like, and then I fell asleep, and my parents were in the room, so they put this like temporary cast on me, and I woke up, and I was like, what? Because they put so much of the medicine on me, and I was like, huh? And I was seeing double, like, bro, I heard ringing, like I was seeing double, and I felt horrible, and I was like, and I was saying like so many dumb things, and like, I was still like, bro, is this a dream? Like, where am I? What happened? And I was like, oh my god, I don't remember much. That's how much like morphine they gave me. So I was like, suffering, and I look over to my arm, and they put this like pink cast on me, and I'm like, oh, okay. And then I finally go home. Say it's like 8 at that time. So we arrived at the hospital at 2, and then all the way to 8. Like, that's how much I waited. So anyways, yeah. And then I went home and I was still like, oh, where am I, right? And so I was just chilling in my bed. And I told my friends, like, bro, I broke my wrist. And they're like, oh my God, are you okay? Because, like, I never told anybody. When I told my teacher if I could go get ice, like, I ran out of the room. I was crying so much. And so, like, obviously people noticed. And so today I called my friend. Or it was actually yesterday. I don't even remember, like, bro. I'm still, like, in shock. So I called my friend and she's like, even like one of the boys that like, because there's this really rude guy in my class, and she's like, even he was worried and everyone was worried. And then my friend Zuni, she told me, my other friend Aisha, she told me that my friend Zuni told everyone that I was in the hospital and that my wrist was broken. And I was like, oh my God, like, bro doesn't even know. So I was like, oh my God, whatever. I mean, she's not wrong. Like, bro, if I didn't break my wrist and she told everybody that I broke my wrist, that would be the worst embarrassment of your life. Anyways, so yeah. So today I went to the hospital again, and they put this blue cast on me, which there was like this nurse, and she was low key like so rude. And she was like, okay, now we're gonna compress on your arm. And I was like, what? And like, she pressed right on where my fracture was. So I was trying not to scream. Like, I was in such pain at that time. Like, it was like 9. So I'm still getting used to this. And I bought this thing on the pharmacy because she told me like I can't put it on my side. So like she told me to put it like up as much as possible. And so I can't even do this. Like, I can't do anything. And now I can't go to Taekwondo, which I'm low-key happy. But also I can't go to boxing, which I love boxing. So I'm a little sad. But hey, like, I get 6 weeks off. But I better stay active because, like, bro, 6 weeks without doing anything, like, that's big back. So, like, I have to do lots of sports and stuff, like, minimal sports. So that means I'm going to spend Christmas and New Year with this thing. But I low-key love the color. Like, look at that. Oh my God, these fairy lights. So yeah, guys, that's my whole journey. Yeah, I'm cooked. Please pray for me. I think I'll be fine though. But let's hope nothing else happens, right? Yesterday I had like a fever and I felt so bad. Like, my head was hurting. I was gonna post yesterday about all of this things that happened, right? But I couldn't because I was like tired and I had like a whole thing, and I was just like, I just felt really, really bad, so I didn't do it. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please like and subscribe because, like, make me feel good, okay? Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't know when I'll post because I'm kind of focusing on this rather than posting, so maybe I'll post a little less on the week, but we'll see how I feel. By the way, I have my hair appointment tomorrow, and I'm so excited to show you guys because I'm gonna dye my hair like Megan from Cat's Eye, which I said in another video, well, short, and I was like, should I do it? I'm dyeing it, so I'm excited. And if I don't post tomorrow, I'll definitely post like later in the week to show you guys the hair result. But like, anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video, and I can't play Roblox, so I'm like depressed. But anyways, bye.